Yo, hey, it's Frankie Frank, 96.9 Kiss FM. Well, I'm about to get hypnotized, and I'm a little nervous, I have to say.
We got Rusty over there.
Rusty?
All right, so let me go see if this is working on the YouTube
Okay.
on our blog. Yeah, we'll just leave it alone now.
Okay. Yo!
You guys,
We working?
we there?
We there? We working?
All right.
Frankie, let's come in here with Rusty and ask him a couple questions before.
Yeah, we'll just all have a seat here for a while.
Yo, okay.
While everybody watches. Hey, go to my Facebook page too. Comedy Hypnotist Rusty Z.
There we go. Facebook. Hit up Facebook on Kiss Amarillo and hit up his Facebook, Rusty Z.
Yep. One of them is my personal page, so they can't. But if Comedy Hypnotist Rusty Z is the one to go to.
Alrighty, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen. I am nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about. Nothing to be nervous about. I'd go into hypnosis right now if I could. I think the other people hypnotized tonight are the Miami Heat are pretty much hypnotized tonight.
Look where you mentioned it.
It was like, what, a 24-point game where they were losing by 24 when I pulled up here?
Right.
Yeah. They're...
Hopefully nobody get hypnotized for the World Cup.
I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be crazy.
The
tickets, I guess, for the Mexico-Brazil tickets. Did you hear about the average ticket price? $2,000. $2,400.
Wow.
Average. Man. That's like that's an expensive sporting event there.
Yes, it is.
And surprisingly, most of the tickets have been bought by Americans.
Yep, Americans.
Yep. Surprised about that, but.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be pretty interesting because they say that there's some cities flooded over there in Brazil, so they've got some rain over there.
Yep. That's a lot of sports going on this weekend.
Yep.
Is it still rolling?
Yes, it is.
We got the most boring video in the world. If people are hypnotized, if they're not asleep so far.
We already hypnotized them.
All right.
If they're not asleep so far, they're.
You try this?
Yep.
What do we got to do?
They'll turn your phones to vibrate so they don't.
I'm gonna put mine on silent.
And silent, whatever you want to do.
Do we need a candle in here?
Yeah, we need a candle. We need some. We need some goofy music. Not working. We can leave the lights on like this.
All right.
Just grab a chair and have a seat next to Frank there. And,
we'll probably want. Let me see. Where would be the best place to have this video camera?
well, if you want to keep it there, you can just move a chair right over here.
So
I don't have.
chair back.
I don't have to be on the air because they're going to hear me. So you guys can just.
We'll probably want to face that way, right?
Yeah. Closer, or halfway between it and me. I wouldn't face right at the camera because.
Huh?
Look at there. Frank's already hypnotized. Look at that. There we go. That looks good. And now you guys. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the worst cam girls in the world, man.
First of all, that's Rusty right there.
Hey, how's it going?
He's going to be at the LOL Comedy Showcase tomorrow night at the Party Barn. And we're going to give you a little sneak peek of what he's going to be doing on stage tomorrow night. Frankie, you ready?
Whew. Okay, this will be a little different than what I do on stage. It takes more time. Before we start, everybody, you guys feet flat on the floor and sit back, relax. You're not going to be in a coma. A little bit about hypnosis. You can't get stuck. Don't worry, you'll wake up on your own. You won't be in a coma. You'll be able to hear everything. You'll be able to see everything. When you open your eyes, let me think. You're going to stay in your chair because I just told you so. We have people in the business called floppers that'll just close their eyes and go. I had one last night. We had to keep holding her up because she kept almost falling out of her chair. But it's rare. You're not going to give away any secrets. You're not going to, boy, that's pretty much it. You're not going to act too crazy or anything like that either. So people won't do anything under hypnosis they don't normally do. So that's part of it there. So before we start, you guys do me a weird favor. Actually, just do this first, kind of roll your head around and get your, just kind of move around, get yourself relaxed and comfortable. And this is not how we do it in the show. In the show I do it much faster, but this is going to be the slower type. In the audience out there watching, if you go into hypnosis, just wake up when I wake these guys up. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I do, make sure you wake up. That's all I'm telling you. I don't want you'll wake up on your own anyway, but you might be hypnotized for about 3 or 4 minutes, just going, oh, this feels so good. So
relax.
I'm relaxed.
I think he has a little ADD or something, but we're going to work with him. Before we go, roll your eyes up. Try to look through the top of your head.
Do what?
Roll your eyes up and try to look through the top of your head. I know that's a weird thing to ask people, but that's good. Good job. Okay, you can stop now. I just have to look at that to make sure we can do this. Feet flat on the floor, so you don't. And the reason I have your feet flat on the floor, if your feet are like this, see on mine, you'll fall out of your chair. If they're flat on the floor, you won't fall out. So, I'm just going to do some what's called progressive relaxation. But before we do that, let's do one of these hypnosis tests. Just do this, you guys. Just do this. This is just a thing hypnotists do to make sure everything's working right. Make the steeple. Separate your fingers about ½ an inch, and then don't look at me. Don't look here. Don't look at each other. Look at the space between your fingers. And I want you to imagine little magnets in your fingertips. Magnets in your fingertips. Really strong magnets. Drawing your fingers closer and closer together. Strong magnets. There you go, Frank. You're a giant roach clip as those fingers get closer and closer together. Good job, man. Good job. Okay, good imagination. We're going to do one more test. Arms out like this. Eyes closed, left hand palm up like you're carrying a tray, not like you're stopping traffic, like you're carrying a tray. And this is just a test of imagination. I'm going to do this real quick. I just want you to use your imagination. And imagine tied on your right wrist a big bunch of helium balloons tied on your right wrist. You can actually just imagine it. Don't actually make it work. Just imagine it. Just see them in your imagination. Imagine that string around your wrist. But imagine a whole bunch of them actually pulling your wrist gently towards the ceiling. You can actually feel that string around your wrist as your right hand starts to float gently towards the ceiling. You can. We're going to give a couple more to Frank because he has a bigger arms. We're going to put a bunch of more helium balloons there, Frank. And on your left hand, we're going to put a big heavy book on your left hand, like from the library, one of those gigantic dictionaries they have out there at the front of the library. You know how you go in there and there's that gigantic dictionary. So just imagine that on your left hand, making your left hand heavier and heavier. The heavier your left hand gets from that big, one of those things, 2,000, 5,000 pages or something. Almost impossible to keep holding up. And we're going to put a bunch more helium balloons on that string. Even maybe let's put 150 helium balloons up there, just like that guy in the lawn chair that went across Australia in the lawn chair. And we're going to put another heavy phone book, like an LA phone book, on your left hand. On your left hand, making your left hand even heavier. Okay, go ahead and freeze. Open your eyes. Look at your hands. Look at Frank, man. He has a good imagination. That's what we need here. And Tommy, you did okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, put your hands on your lap. In fact, and if you want to rock back in your chair, that's okay. But I would probably just better these things swivel too much. Put your hands palm up like that. Take a deep breath all the way down, and then let it out. And one more time, deep breath all the way down. This time when you let it out, go ahead and let your eyes close. Let your eyes stay closed. And just concentrate on what I'm saying. You're going to hear other sounds. If anything were to happen, like the place caught on fire, you'd open your eyes, we leave. But other than that, eyes closed. And I want you to imagine, in fact, I don't want you to imagine, in just a moment I have you curl up your toes. Not yet, but in just a moment. I want to have you curl up your toes. When I do, I want you to clench up your toes. And then I'm going to count to 3. When I count to 3, go ahead and let your toes relax. So go ahead and clench them up now. And 1, 2, and 3. Doesn't that feel good to let your toes go? Just feel that relaxation in your toes. And you can feel that relaxation, actually, that relaxing energy just go from your toes up to your ankles. It's not a normal thing we do, relax our feet, but you can feel every muscle, every tendon in your foot, every fiber in your feet just relaxing completely. And this is all hypnosis is. We're going to relax the body and relax the mind as we let that relaxation now go from your ankles up to your knees. Feeling better now, feeling more relaxed from your knees all the way down to your feet. Now you're going to move. If you have an itch, you can scratch it. Like I said, you're not going to be in a coma. Everything's fine. Now let that relaxation go from your knees all the way up your legs, up to your waist, all the way to your waist. And you can feel yourself sinking into your chair. It feels good just to let everything go. The more relaxed you get, the better you feel. And it might be a little freaky there, Frank, as this happens, but go ahead and let it happen. And it feels a little weird to relax like this. People just don't do it all the time, so it's a little different. And now let that relaxation go from your waist all the way up to your shoulders. This is a good thing because you can let your breathing slow down. You might notice it slowing down a little bit. And we're just going to let that relaxation go up there, just that blanket of relaxation go up to your shoulders. Now down your arms to your fingertips. Just feel it travel down your arms, that relaxation. And like I said, there's other sounds outside. We're going to be fine. We'll be fine with the station and everything. We'll be done with this in time to be back on the air as that relaxation goes to your fingertips. Now, some people tell me, and I'm one of them, also, that it feels a tingling kind of in your fingertips when the relaxation goes down to your fingertips. If that's happening, don't worry about it. It's normal. If your hands feel heavy and are sinking into your lap, that's fine too. Now let that same relaxation that's at your shoulders, down your arms, go up to your neck, just up to the base of your skull. And this is the toughest thing for most people to relax, is their neck muscles. People carry tension in their neck. They carry all the worries of the day and things they're just thinking about, and you can move your neck around a little bit if you want to. That's okay. As you let those muscles relax in your neck, you may even notice your head dropping forward a little. That's okay, or to the side. As you let those neck muscles go. And this is what usually takes most people a little bit. You can maybe feel the tension leaving your neck. You can almost maybe hear the tension leaving your neck sometimes if there's little crackles or something like that, because you carry a lot of tension there. And so we're just going to give it a minute as you relax there. And now let that relaxation go from your neck, from the base of your skull, all the way up to the top of your head. This is a good thing too. This feels good. You can let your jaw relax a little bit. Maybe your teeth won't touch anymore. Your eyelashes will, or eyelids, I mean, they'll be so relaxed. You can open them if there's an emergency, but you just don't want to. It feels so much better to keep them closed. Muscles in your cheeks, relax completely. Don't worry, you're not going to drool or anything. You can still swallow whenever you want to. I should let all those muscles relax completely. And we're going to go all the way back down where we started at your feet last time. We're going to start again at the top of your head. We're going to double our relaxation from the top of your head. From the very top of your head, there's not many muscles up there, but there's a few as they go down around your ears, down the base of your skull, around your face, doubling that relaxation that was there just a moment ago. Maybe feeling your teeth separate a little bit. That's okay. You can still swallow. You can still breathe normally. As the relaxation now goes down to your shoulders. The neck muscles relaxing twice as much as they were. In fact, it feels like somebody's massaging the back of your neck right now. It feels so good just to let everything go. As the relaxation now goes down your shoulders, down again to your fingertips. Once again, maybe your hands just feel heavy, like they're sinking into your lap, almost like they're one piece. Maybe you can actually feel the tingling in your fingertips. It feels okay. And now that relaxation is going to go from your shoulders again, from your neck, down your shoulders, down your body, down to your waist. And this is usually the time people feel their breathing slowing down just a little bit. A lot of hypnotists talk very slowly. That's a fine thing to do, but I don't like to talk slowly. We're just going to do this. We're going to let this relaxation happen. Down from your waist now, down to your knees. Just sinking into your chair, feeling like you're almost one with your chair as you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. Now down from your knees, down to your ankles. And finally all the way down to your toes. The bottom of your feet, the toe muscles. As you sit there relaxed, I want you to imagine yourself in your favorite place. It may be a place you've never even been before, maybe a beach you want to go to, or a meadow or something like that. Any place you can just be out where you want to hang out in the mountains, whatever you feel like. And at your own place, nobody else is there, so you can just hang out and do whatever you want. And you're just laying there, or sitting in a chair, whatever, comfortable, just looking at the nature in your imagination, whatever's around you. Some people can see it, some people just imagine it. Don't worry about it. It's fine either way. And as you sit there, I want you to just look out into the sky. And you can see some clouds drifting by, whether you're laying on your back, they're up above you, if you're just sitting in a chair or something, they're just in front of you. And these clouds are gently drifting by, just slowly. And there's 3 of them, and it's really unusual to see these 3 clouds. But they're just drifting by, and as the first one drifts by now, I want you to just take another deep breath all the way down. And let it drift by, and then let it out, and let it drift by. Let yourself double your relaxation, both mentally now and physically. You might even be thinking things to yourselves. Any thoughts in your head, any noises you hear, cause you to relax even more that are outside your imagination right now. As the second cloud just starts to drift by, and just as it goes by, take another deep breath all the way down. And then let it out as that cloud just slowly drifts by, letting your mind relax, letting your body relax even more. And now one more time, this is the biggest cloud of them all. And just take a deep breath all the way down as that big cloud goes by. And just let it out. And let your mind be clear now. Just don't focus on anything, in fact, just to listen to the sound of my voice. Every breath you take takes you deeper into relaxation now, deeper into hypnosis, deeper into the trance state, whatever you want to call it. Some people go deeper into it, some people don't. That's okay. Whatever level you're at, you're going to be able to hear my voice. When you open your eyes, you're going to be able to see things. That's okay. From now on, whenever I say the word sleep, you close your eyes, go twice as deep, twice as fast. Anytime I say the word sleep, like I said, any outside noises cause you to relax even more. In just a moment, I want you to concentrate on one of your index fingers. It doesn't matter which one. It doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed. I want you to concentrate on an index finger. And it's going to start moving a little, start moving away from the other fingers, maybe moving up, like you're pointing, or actually be moving down because your hands are facing different directions. But just concentrate on one of the index fingers. You're not going to move it consciously. It's just going to start moving on its own. You can feel it start to move. So if you're going to point at something, it might be hard to move it, let it move at first because you're so relaxed. Go ahead and just concentrate on one of those fingers. It might just twitch a little at the beginning. That's okay. It doesn't have to move far. It just has to. We just have to make sure that those fingers are all working and everything. So just take one of them. Okay, good. You can stop thinking about your fingers now and just let everything relax completely. In a moment, I'll count from 3 to 1. When I get to number 1, you're going to stay in trance. You're going to stay in this wonderful state of relaxation. But you'll open your eyes. Of course, when I say the word sleep, you close your eyes, go twice as deep, twice as fast, staying in your chair. When I get to number 1, I want you to open your eyes. Everything will be completely normal on the count of 1. You know you're on the web here. You know you're on the camera. That's okay. Don't worry about that. The only weird thing is Frank, you're going to have an irresistible urge to just keep smiling at the camera. Big smile at the computer. Because when I count from number 1, that's what you want to do. You want to be known as a guy with a big smile. So when I get to number 1, you know you're on the air there. You know you're being broadcast live. And all you want to do is smile. All you want to do is smile. And Tommy, whenever he's smiling, when you see his face smiling at the computer, just see him making these big grins, you're going to kind of laugh because it's ridiculous that he's even doing that. You're going to wonder what's wrong with. I know it sounds funny now, but wait till you see him do it. It's just going to start cracking you up. And on the count of 1, eyes open. 3, 2, and 1, eyes open. There you go. Feeling good? We're on the thing now. Frank's all happy. That's all that matters is Frank's happy. Okay, man, you're all happy. So that's pretty cool. Frank's having a good time watching himself. And I'm going to put my hand right in front of you guys right here. I want you to just look at my hand, watch it go up here. And it's going to come back down. Your eyes are going to get really heavy now. As soon as I snap my fingers, deep asleep, deeper and faster each time. Everything is normal now. Everything is completely normal. And we're going to come back in just a moment. I'll count from 3 to 1. Frank, you won't be smiling at the computer anymore. Tommy, you won't be laughing at him smiling. In fact, on the count of 1, everything is completely normal on the count of 1. You'll open your eyes on the count of 1. When I say the word sleep, eyes closed, twice as deep, twice as fast. The only weird thing is every time I touch my ear, I know this sounds weird, Frank. I know this sounds really strange, but every time I touch my ear, you're gonna scratch your ear. Whenever I touch my ear, you're gonna scratch your ear, and That's pretty much all that's going to happen. Every time you see me touch my ear, you're going to scratch your ear, because when I touch my ear, it reminds you that your ear itches. Tommy has a latex band on his right wrist, and when I count from 3 to 1, he's just going to be infatuated with that latex band. He's going to keep reading it over and over again. He doesn't know why he didn't notice all the colors on it and how cool it is. But as soon as I count from 3 to 1, he'll be reading that to himself, just looking at it like it's the coolest thing he's ever seen, like he just discovered a new toy. Frank, every time you see me touch my ear, you're going to scratch your ear. On the count of 1, eyes open. 3, 2, and 1, eyes open. So cool, we're here, and Tommy, you can open your eyes on 1. Okay, that's good. And you got a lot of tattoos and stuff, don't you? Pretty much tatted all up, huh? And so we're here. We're just going to be on the thing, and it's a. Is that thing pretty new? That what is that? Is that new?
Yeah.
What's it for?
Marathon.
Oh, cool. Do you run the marathon? I don't either. So that's weird, but it's a pretty nice looking band there, and so we're just hanging out here, and at the thing. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? The colors are great, huh?
Coloring.
Yeah. I mean, I like the colors.
Colors. Yellow, blue, pink.
Yeah, it's like
black.
Super color. Mine. I have one. I'll give you guys when I leave, but it's the thin kind. It's only 2 colors. I'll give one to you guys when I leave. Just watch my hand here for a second. Deep breath all the way down, and sleep. Deep sleep. Frank, you no longer scratch your ear when I touch my ear. In fact, Frank, every time you see me touch my ear, you'll slap yourself on the forehead, just like a V8 juice commercial. Not too hard. But every time you see me touch my ear, you'll slap yourself on the forehead and say, "Wow, I'm having fun." Every time, Frank, every time you see me touch my ear, you'll slap yourself on the forehead and say, "Wow, I'm having fun." Tommy, you're not infatuated with your latex band anymore. But every time someone next to you says, "Well, I'm having fun," you're going to raise your fist in the air just like a 60s radical and say, "Right on, sister. Right on, sister." Every time someone says, "Well, I'm having fun." Frank, every time you see me touch my ear, you'll slap yourself on the forehead. Not too hard, just like you forgot something. Say, "Well, I'm having fun." On the count of 1, eyes open. 3, 2, and 1, eyes open. So it feels good, doesn't it?
Wow, I'm having fun.
Right on.
So it feels good though, doesn't it? Just to go into the hypnosis thing.
Right on.
And we can, you can do a lot of things with this, man. You can improve your golf game. You can
having fun.
You can just do
right on.
You can just do all kinds of stuff, but we're going to do it for the show, So it's going to be people doing it. But I've done hypnotherapy for people, and
wow, having fun.
They can accomplish
right
a ton of
on.
stuff. And just watch my hand right here for a second. Watch my hand right here, and sleep, deep asleep, deep asleep. And Frank, you no longer slap yourself on the forehead when I touch my ear. And Tommy, you will no longer say "right on." In fact, you guys are going to talk to your fans right now on the thing. You're going to talk to your fans. The only weird thing is, you're going to talk to your fans, but you notice there's some fans out there who are from Mars, some Martian labs. So Frank, you're going to be speaking. You're going to be speaking Martian into the camera. You're going to be talking to your fans in the Martian language. I don't know what it sounds like, but Frank, you know the Martian language, and Tommy will interpret whenever Frank says something. In fact, I'll ask Frank some questions. I guess through Tommy. I'll ask Tommy the questions in English. Tommy can ask Frank the questions in Martian, because for some reason Frank doesn't speak very much English anymore. He just speaks mostly Martian. But Tommy can interpret. So I'll ask Tommy some questions. Frank will answer in Martian, then Tommy will interpret back to English, so I can understand them and people on the web can understand them. On the count of 1, eyes open. 3, 2, and 1, eyes open. So you speak English and Martian? Is that what I know? So can you ask Frank how long he's been? Because I don't even know how to ask him this. I guess he lived on Mars. Can you ask him how long he lived on Mars?
Is that
long?
6 months.
6 months? Okay. Can you ask him what they do for fun on Mars?
Yabba yabby be-doo. Dabby dooby da. Dabby doo?
What do they do? That sounded crazy. What do they do there?
Eat.
They eat? Well, ask them what they eat. What kind of food they have on Mars?
Wabba. Wabba-dee-do. Ba-da-dee. Marshmallows and pickles.
Marshmallows or marshmallows? Marshmallows and pickles. That's like their big food. Can you ask and you know we're on the web, but I want him to keep it clean. But can you ask him does he did he date like any? Did he go out with any Martian women, Martian females?
Yappy, Patty 2, Tupaki 2.
Sounds
Very
like,
much so.
Sounds like a lot of them, huh? And tell him to try to keep it clean or at least clinical. But can you ask him what the difference is between like Martian females and Earth females?
Waka, Wapi Suda, Malikula.
I don't think we can say that on there, can we? Okay, but that sounds pretty interesting, doesn't it? I think I want to go to Mars. Can you ask Frank to tell all the listeners, all your listeners, that about the comedy show? Because there's some people that watch this on Mars. Can you have him tell them in Mars? In fact, he can get up pretty close. If he'll get up pretty close and tell them in Mars to come out to the show tomorrow night at the LOL at the Party Barn.
Estu Mali Balikula Anyacha Inu.
Very good. Can you tell him thanks, man? That was very good. Great. Can you tell him thanks in Martian?
Waki Balu Malikula.
All right. Very cool. I wish I could talk to him, but I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to say it. But tell him thank you again.
Waki Malukala. He said thank you for coming.
Well, thank him. And can you guys do me a favor? Can you tell him to watch my hand and sleep on snap my fingers? Can you tell him to do that in Martian?
Maliku Poli Bali.
Okay, take a deep breath all the way down. And Frank, you understand and speak English. Let that breath out. You understand and speak English. And so do you, Tommy. You don't speak Martian anymore. Nobody speaks Martian. In fact, we're going to come completely out of hypnosis now, completely awake, completely immersed in hypnosis on the count of 5. Anytime you want to be hypnotized, easier and faster, especially if we go to the television station where I think we're going to do this tomorrow morning. So on the count of 5, eyes open, completely awake, completely aware. Anytime you want to be hypnotized, you'll find it easier and faster to go to hypnosis. And then especially tomorrow when we go to the TV station. Count of 1, feeling great physically. Number 2, feeling great mentally. And this is for the people at home, too. Follow this. If your eyes are closed now, follow this. Open your eyes at the count of 5. Not until I get to number 5, but on the count of 5, eyes open, completely awake, completely aware. Number 1, you're feeling great physically. Number 2, feeling great mentally. Your mind is clear. You're relaxed, but you feel great in every way. Number 3, you're not quite sure what happened until you watch the video, then you realize what happened. But right now, you just had a good time in hypnosis. It felt good, and that's really all that that matters here. Number 4, oh yeah, like once again, anytime you want to be hypnotized, easier and faster to go into hypnosis, and that'll be especially tomorrow morning at the television station in the morning. And number 4, your senses are all normal. Next number, eyes open, completely awake, completely aware. You'll take a deep breath, a big stretch, feeling great every way on the next number. Number 5, eyes open. That's it. Feels good, huh? It feels like you just took a good nap, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was weird.
I know, but it feels great. So we've been broadcast.
Sorry, I still don't have hypnosis.
There it is.
That's it.
Check out Rusty tomorrow. He's going to be at the Party Barn for the Bud Light Platinum LOL Comedy Showcase. Tickets are still available. You can buy your tickets. There's 2 shows, matter of fact, tomorrow. And he'll be in town for one night only. Definitely go check out the show. You got anything else that you want to add?
No. I think we're good. What time of the shows are they at? 7 and 9.
7 and 9.
7 and 9. Okay, come out to the show. Get a good seat. Volunteer. It's a lot of fun. It feels good, huh?
Oh,
good?
I needed that. I felt like I took a long nap.
I know. So.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you back on the radio. Remember, tomorrow night, Party Barn with Rusty Z at the LOL Comedy Showcase.
And Kiss FM.